Do you still remember the charm, the laughter, and the picture-perfect world of Happy Days? It once mesmerized millions. But behind the bright sets and perfect smiles were real-life tragedies, far more dramatic than anything written into the script. Some cast members faced devastating illnesses, others watched their careers collapse overnight, and a few died suddenly at the height of fame. Stay with us. The then and now of this legendary cast will shake you in ways you never expected. Al Del Vecchio wasn't just the man behind the counter at Arnold's. He was the heart of the diner, the gentle giant whose warm humor and iconic "yep, yep, yep" became a soundtrack of Happy Days itself. With his patient smile, old-school charm, and soft-spoken wisdom, Al turned every scene into a comforting memory, grounding the show with a sincerity audiences still feel decades later. He wasn't flashy. He didn't need to be. His presence felt like home. That beloved energy came from Al Molinaro, born June 24, 1919, in Kenosha, Wisconsin. He was 55 when he first stepped into the apron at Arnold's, already known for his standout role as Murray the cop on The Odd Couple. Off-screen, Molinaro was deeply devoted to family and quietly generous in his community. Sadly, he passed away on October 30, 2015 at 96, from complications of a gallbladder infection, leaving behind a legacy of warmth, laughter, and pure television comfort. Arnold wasn't just the energetic owner of Arnold's Drive-In. He was a burst of comic lightning, a whirlwind of charm, karate-sharp timing, and hilarious one-liners that electrified every moment on Happy Days. With his quirky expressions, unpredictable humor, and unmistakable spirit, Arnold became one of the show's most unforgettable icons. Every scene he touched felt bigger, funnier, warmer. He wasn't just a character, he was a cultural spark. Behind that magic stood Pat Morita, born June 28, 1932, in Ileton, California. He was 42 when he stepped into Arnold's apron, already a rising comedy talent. But Morita would later reach global stardom as Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid, earning an Oscar nomination and becoming a symbol of wisdom across generations. Off-screen, Morita's life was marked by resilience, overcoming illness, poverty, and personal hardships with unwavering humor. Sorrowfully, he passed away on November 24, 2005 at 73 by kidney failure, leaving behind a legacy of heart, laughter, and legendary storytelling. Howard Cunningham didn't just guide the Cunningham household, he anchored Happy Days with the steady warmth of a man who felt like America's father. With a gentle smile, firm morals, and that unforgettable Mr. C charm, he became the calm center of a world filled with jukebox dreams, teenage chaos, and pure 70s nostalgia. Every heartfelt lecture, every quiet moment of wisdom, every time he opened his home and his heart, he shaped the soul of the series and won generations of viewers. Behind this timeless character stood Tom Bosley, born October 1, 1927. He was 47 when he first stepped into Howard's shoes, already known for his commanding stage presence and Emmy-winning talent. His career stretched from Father Dowling Mysteries to Murder, She Wrote, proving his undeniable range. Regrettably, Bosley passed away on October 19, 2010, at 83, from heart failure. His legacy remains, warm, comforting, and forever etched into TV history. Patsy Weber wasn't just a character, he was the heart-shaped smile of Happy Days, the boy with big dreams, bigger kindness, and a voice that could light up Arnold's like a jukebox on fire. With his innocent charm, musical soul, and hilarious missteps, Patsy became the emotional glue of the gang, the friend everyone wished they had. His performances, wide-eyed, hopeful, irresistibly sweet, helped define the show's warmth, giving Happy Days its timeless heartbeat. Patsy was brought to life by Anson Williams, born September 25, 1949 in Los Angeles. Only 24 when he first stepped into the role, he quickly became a teen icon. After the show, Williams reinvented himself as a successful director, shaping episodes of Baywatch, Melrose Place, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. As of 2025, Williams is 76, still active, still inspiring, and forever remembered as the dreamer who made millions believe in the magic of friendship and song. Laverne DeFazio didn't just appear on Laverne and Shirley. She burst onto the screen with fearless energy, street-smart charm, and that unforgettable L stitched proudly on her sweater. Bold, funny, unpredictable. She was the heartbeat of the show, turning everyday misadventures into legendary sitcom magic. Viewers saw themselves in her grit, her dreams, her stubborn hope. Laverne wasn't just iconic, she was real. Behind this beloved character stood Penny Marshall, born October 15, 1943, in the Bronx. She was 32 when she brought Laverne to life, becoming one of television's most recognizable comedic forces. But her journey didn't stop there. Marshall shattered barriers as a filmmaker, directing classics like Big, Awakenings, and A League of Their Own, becoming the first woman to direct a film that grossed over $100 million. A warm, witty soul off-screen, she remained deeply loved in Hollywood and beyond. Heartbreakingly, she passed away on December 17, 2018 at 75, form diabetes, forever etched into television and film history. Chuck Cunningham stepped into Happy Days as the towering, all-American older brother, the athlete, the steady presence, the one who seemed destined for greatness before mysteriously vanishing from the story. His brief time on screen left an odd yet unforgettable imprint on pop culture history, turning Chuck into one of TV's most famous disappearing characters. A symbol of early series innocence, a ghost of what the Cunningham family once was. Chuck was brought to life by Gavin O'Herlihy, born April 29, 1951, in Dublin, Ireland. Just 22 when he joined Happy Days, he later built a diverse career in film and television, with roles in Willow, Never Say Never Again, and numerous dramatic series. Known for his intensity, privacy, and range, he carved out a respected career far beyond his early sitcom roots. Sadly, Gavin O'Herlihy passed away on September 15, 2021, at 70, leaving behind a quiet but powerful legacy across decades of storytelling. Shirley Feeney didn't just enter Happy Days. She danced into it with a spark that felt unstoppable. Sweet, spirited, and bursting with wide-eyed hope, she became one half of television's most beloved duo, bringing laughter, heart, and unforgettable charm to every scene she touched. Shirley was the dreamer, the romantic, the girl whose optimism could light up Milwaukee and every living room watching. Her innocence, her determination, her chemistry with Laverne. Together, they carved a place in sitcom history that still glows. Shirley was brought to life by Cindy Williams, born August 22, 1947, in Los Angeles. At 27, she stepped into the role that would make her a household name. Her career soared with Laverne and Shirley, American Graffiti, and decades of stage and television work. Known for her warmth on and off screen, she became a cherished figure across generations. Sorrowfully, she passed away on January 25, 2023 at 75, leaving behind a legacy filled with joy, laughter, and timeless magic. Ralph Malph burst into Happy Days like a firecracker, loud, hilarious, and impossible not to love. With his trademark grin, endless jokes, and goofy confidence, he became the comic spark who lit up Arnold's and every scene he touched. Beneath the punchlines, Ralph carried a big heart, reminding viewers that humor could heal, lift spirits, and hold friendships together. His chemistry with Richie, Potsy, and Fonzie created some of the show's most unforgettable moments, making him a fan favorite across generations. Behind the laughter stood Don Most, born August 8, 1953, in Brooklyn, New York. Only 20 years old when he stepped into Ralph's shoes, Most brought natural charm and perfect comedic timing to the role. After Happy Days, he expanded into directing, voice acting, and guest starring in shows like Glee, Bones, and The Love Boat. Currently, at 72, Don Most continues performing music and acting, still bringing warmth, humor, and heart to every stage he steps on. Casey Cunningham burst into Happy Days with a spark that felt fresh, funny, and instantly magnetic. An unexpected whirlwind who shook up the Cunningham household with her quick wit, free spirit, and rebellious charm. She wasn't just Richie's cousin. She was the girl who brought a new youthful energy to the show, lighting up every scene with curiosity, attitude, and that unmistakable 1980s flair. Fans still remember her bold entrances, her bright smile, and the way she injected new life into a series America already loved. Bringing KC to life was Crystal Bernard, born September 30th, 1961 in Garland, Texas. Just 22 when she joined the cast, she quickly proved herself a standout talent. Her career took off with major roles in Wings, It's a Living, film projects, and a successful run as a singer-songwriter. Today, Bernard is 64, living a quieter life but still cherished by millions, forever remembered as the vibrant spark who lit up Happy Days. Chachi Arcola didn't just arrive on Happy Days, he crashed into the story like a teenage whirlwind, all swagger, mischief, and irresistible charm. With his leather jacket, confident smirk, and signature wah wah wah, Chachi became the heartthrob of the 1980s, capturing the attention of fans and the heart of Joni Cunningham. Their love story, sweet, fiery, and unforgettable, became one of the show's most iconic emotional anchors. Every scene he touched carried that electric mix of youth, rebellion, and vulnerability that made audiences root for him instantly. Behind the legend was Scott Baio, born September 22, 1960, in Brooklyn, New York. He was only 16 years old when he first brought Chachi to life, instantly skyrocketing to teen idol fame. After Happy Days and Joni Loves Chachi, Baio continued a strong career with starring roles in Charles in Charge and Diagnosis, Murder. As of now, at 65, Scott Baio remains active, appearing in films, TV projects, and fan events, forever remembered as the young rebel who stole America's heart. Roger Phillips stormed into Happy Days like a burst of fresh energy, confident, charismatic, and effortlessly cool. As the suave coach and teacher who stepped in during Richie's absence, Roger became the steady anchor the Cunningham family needed, blending wisdom with humor and giving the series a surprising second wind. His easy charm, sharp presence, and natural comedic timing made him an instant standout, turning even simple scenes into memorable moments fans still revisit today. Behind the character was Ted McGinley, born May 30th, 1958, in Newport Beach, California. Joining the show at just 23 years old, McGinley quickly became a television favorite. After Happy Days, he built a long, successful career with major roles in Married, With Children, The Love Boat, and Hope and Faith, earning a reputation as one of TV's most recognizable leading men. Nowadays, at 67, McGinley remains active in film and television, respected, beloved, and forever remembered as the man who brought a new spark to Happy Days. Jenny Piccolo didn't just enter Happy Days. She burst onto the screen like a mischievous firecracker, unpredictable, hilarious, and always one step away from trouble. For years, she was the legendary wild best friend fans only heard about, until she finally appeared, stealing scenes with her loud personality, fearless humor, and chaotic charm. Jenny added a spark the show didn't even know it needed, turning every moment with Joni into pure comedic gold. Behind that unforgettable energy was Cathy Silvers, born May 27, 1961, in New York City. She was 19 when she joined Happy Days, instantly becoming a fan favorite. After the series, Silvers continued acting in projects like Foley Square and Wings, before shifting her focus toward writing, voice work, and health advocacy. At present, at 63, she remains vibrant and active, cherished by fans who still adore the girl who made Jenny Piccolo truly iconic. Richie Cunningham was the bright red heartbeat of Happy Days, the wide-eyed dreamer whose optimism lit up every scene. With his easy smile, earnest charm, and unwavering loyalty, Richie became the soul of the series, the kid every viewer rooted for as he navigated friendship, first love, and the bittersweet steps into adulthood. His journey felt real, his innocence felt timeless, and his bond with Fonzie became one of television's most iconic friendships, shaping pop culture for generations. Behind this beloved character was Ron Howard, born March 1, 1954, in Duncan, Oklahoma. Just 20 years old when he began playing Richie, Howard was already a former child star, but Happy Days launched him toward an even bigger destiny. After leaving the show, he transformed into one of Hollywood's greatest directors, crafting masterpieces like A Beautiful Mind, Apollo 13, and The Da Vinci Code. Today, at 71, Ron Howard remains a creative giant, respected, influential, and forever remembered as America's favorite red-headed kid from Milwaukee. Eugene Belvin didn't just show up on Happy Days. He wandered in like the ultimate lovably awkward genius, the kind of kid who could recite equations faster than he could talk to a girl. With his oversized glasses, stiff posture, and earnest innocence, Eugene became one of the show's most endearing misfits, a sweet reminder of the brilliant, bumbling kids every high school once had. His scenes with Richie, Potsy, and the gang added warmth, humor, and a nostalgic charm fans still cherish decades later. Behind the character was Dennis Mandel, born July 28, 1954, who was 20 when he first stepped into Eugene's shy, brilliant shoes. Mandel built a steady career in television throughout the 70s and 80s, appearing in series like Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, and multiple stage productions. His gentle comedic touch made him a recognizable face across classic sitcoms. Nowadays, at 71, Dennis Mandel lives a private, quiet life, forever remembered for bringing one of Happy Days' sweetest nerds to life with heart, humor, and unforgettable charm. Wendy swept into Happy Days with a spark of youthful brightness, sweet, sincere, and endlessly charming. The kind of girl who could light up Arnold's with just a smile. She wasn't just another face in the crowd. Wendy brought warmth to every scene, grounding the show's high-energy teenage world with her gentle heart and effortless charisma. Fans remember her for her kindness, her hopeful spirit, and the way she made the 1950s nostalgia feel even more golden. Behind that unforgettable presence was Laurette Spang, born May 16, 1951, who was 23 when she appeared on the show. Spang went on to gain sci-fi fame as Cassiopeia in Battlestar Galactica, along with roles in The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, and Chips. Her career blended beauty, grace, and an emotional sincerity that made every performance memorable. As of 2025, is 74, retired from acting but still cherished by fans who remember the joy and warmth she brought to television's most iconic eras. Joni Cunningham wasn't just the kid sister on Happy Days, she was its heartbeat, growing from a wide-eyed teen into a spirited young woman right before our eyes. With her fiery wit, open heart, and moments of vulnerability that felt achingly real, Joni became a symbol of innocence meeting adulthood. Fans watched her navigate crushes, friendships, and dreams, creating some of the show's most tender, relatable moments. One smile from Joni, and the entire screen warmed. Behind that charm was Erin Moran, born October 18, 1960. She was only 13 when she began playing Joni, instantly becoming one of television's most beloved young stars. Moran continued her journey in Joni Loves Chachi and guest appearances across major series, leaving an unforgettable impact on classic TV. Tragically, she passed away on April 22, 2017, at 56. Due to throat cancer, her legacy lives on, bright, youthful, and forever cherished. Fonzie didn't just enter Happy Days. He took over the screen like a legend carved from leather and lightning. with a snap of his fingers, a nod of confidence, and that iconic "aye." Arthur Fonzarelli became the coolest force on television. The motorcycle, the swagger, the heart of gold beneath the tough exterior. Fonzie wasn't just a character, he became a cultural earthquake, redefining cool for an entire generation. This unforgettable icon was brought to life by Henry Winkler, born October 30th, 1945 in New York City. Just 28 when he debuted as the Fonz, Winkler skyrocketed to worldwide fame, later reinventing himself as an acclaimed producer, author, and Emmy-winning actor in Barry. In 2025, Winkler is 80 years old, still acting, still beloved, and still radiating the same warmth and charm that made Fonzie a forever legend of American television. Ashley Pfister didn't just step into Happy Days. She arrived like a breath of sophistication and soft fire. The woman who could challenge the Fonz's heart in ways no one else ever had. Elegant, warm, fiercely independent. She became the rare character who matched Fonzie's cool with grace, giving the series some of its most tender, grown-up, and unexpectedly emotional moments. Fans still remember the quiet smiles, the gentle tension, the sense that Ashley brought a new depth to a show built on laughter and nostalgia. Behind this memorable presence was Linda Purl, born September 2nd, 1955 in Greenwich, Connecticut. She was 27 when she debuted on Happy Days, already a rising star with theater roots and a powerful screen presence. Her career later soared with roles in Matlock, The Office, and numerous films and stage productions. This day, at 70, Purl remains active, admired, and deeply beloved, an artist whose warmth continues to shine just as brightly as Ashley once did. Wendy burst into Happy Days like sunshine wrapped in pure sweetness, bubbly, innocent, and irresistibly charming. With her bright smile, soft voice, and warm presence, she added a glowing spark to every scene she touched. Wendy wasn't meant to steal the spotlight. Yet somehow she always did. Fans still remember her infectious laughter, her gentle heart, and the way she made the world of the Cunninghams feel softer, kinder, and just a little more magical. Behind the character was Misty Rowe, born June 1st, 1950, just 24 when she lit up the screen. Rowe became a television favorite, beloved for her long-running work on Hee Haw, When Things Were Rotten, and various classic variety shows. Her blend of comedic timing, beauty, and sweetness made her one of the most recognizable faces of the era. Today is 75, living privately but fondly remembered as one of TV's brightest, most delightful icons, forever the heart-stealing Wendy fans still adore. Marion Cunningham wasn't just the mother of the Cunningham household. She was the warm heartbeat of Happy Days, the gentle force who held the show's world together. With a single reassuring smile, a soft laugh, or a perfectly timed motherly lecture, she brought comfort, strength, and tenderness to every scene. Her kitchen table became a safe haven. Her voice, a memory millions still hear when they think of home. Marion was television's mom, steady, loving, unforgettable. Behind this iconic role stood Marion Ross, born October 25th, 1928 in Minnesota. She was 46 when she first stepped into Marion Cunningham's shoes, already a seasoned actress with a commanding presence. After Happy Days, Ross continued to shine in Brooklyn Bridge, The Drew Carey Show, and countless films and voice roles. Marion Ross retired from acting in later years. Now, she is 97 years old, cherished as one of television's most beloved matriarchs, forever the heart of Happy Days. Cathy stepped into Happy Days with a burst of bright, lovable energy, the kind of girl who could turn an ordinary moment into something unforgettable. With her quick smile, sparkling personality, and effortless warmth, she added a fresh jolt of fun to the world of Richie, Fonzie, and the gang. Cathy wasn't just a background character, she was the kind of sweet-spirited presence that made 70s television feel alive, giving fans a dose of joy every time she appeared. The actress behind that charm, Kathleen Marshall, was born October 15, 1959, bringing her youthful vibrance to the role at just 17. Marshall went on to build a steady television career, appearing in classics like The Waltons, Ships, and multiple family dramas of the era. Her natural sincerity and girl-next-door appeal made her a familiar and beloved presence. As of now, is 66, living a quiet, private life, still remembered for the bright spark she brought to one of TV's most nostalgic decades. Leather Tuscadero didn't just enter Happy Days. She exploded onto the screen like a rock and roll firestorm. With her leather jacket, electric swagger, and raw, rebellious charm, Leather became one of the show's most unforgettable icons. Every time she stepped on stage, guitar in hand, she lit up the entire set with a fearless energy that made fans fall in love instantly. She wasn't just a character. She was a movement, a spark of girl power attitude in a world dominated by greasers and jukebox kings. Behind that legendary persona stood Suzi Quatro, born June 3, 1950, already a real-life rock star when she joined the series at 27. As the first female bass-playing rock musician to break through worldwide, she carved a path for generations, delivering hits like Stumblin' In and 48 Crash. Her influence reshaped pop and rock culture. Now, at 75, Suzi Quatro remains unstoppable, touring, recording, inspiring, and forever remembered as the woman who turned Happy Days into pure rock and roll history. Thank you for joining us as we revisited the unforgettable world of Happy Days and honored the beloved stars who are no longer with us. Their laughter, their warmth, and their legacy will live on forever in the hearts of fans around the world. If this tribute touched you, please like, subscribe, and share your favorite memories below. More timeless Hollywood stories are on the way.